finish off shoulders here, we do a little superset. So some standing side raises here on this Arnold strength. Nice piece just for standing. No cheating, no swinging, just right through. We're gonna immediately go over, we'll grab a 45-pound plate over there. I'm gonna do some plate twists. So I love these. I really like them. So stay strict. Gonna work that front, but also it's gonna work these fibers in here. So kind of work on that separation, turn, middle, down. So strict as can be. We're not swinging, not throwing it around. Just strict on both of these, a little bit lighter on this. And just get as much blood in our muscles as we can right now and finish them up.
Back and shoulders together.
I've just been doing that on my split lately, just to hit them twice a week. So I'll do a push day earlier in the week and then a back day earlier in the week, and then we want to bring up those areas. So this is kind of the accessory day, the second one of the week. And yeah, we'll have a little fun today. Just some stuff that don't get hit on the bigger days. So just small detail work today. We'll see. We'll have some fun. I'm having a good idea about today. Your mom's treating you bad, just let me know. I'll take care of her. Okay.
Hit me.
Peace.
All right, love you guys.
So you like being over here in Florida?
It's good. It's good for bodybuilding. It's good for business. Yeah. So I don't know if I can deal with this humidity the rest of my life. I'll also lose weight at some point too. But, still getting used to the climate, but Florida's pretty nice. I will say that they got a lot going on, and there's a lot to do here. We're gonna do some rear delts first. Get the rears warmed up, and then we're gonna hit some sides, probably a front, and then get into some back stuff. This is from, I'm working with a new training coach now. So I actually have a coach that does my training. It's hypertrophycoach, Joe Bennett is his name. So a lot of this stuff we'll see is stuff that we have put in the program together. Some things he showed me when we trained together. And so this is just a different setup with cables. He likes to use a lot of cables on shoulders, just because of the constant tension. So as you see, like, I'm not just letting it release really fast. It's controlled back. There you go, drive through, control it back with the tension. So I like doing rear delts with a lot of cable stuff. And this is a perfect example of setting it up. So you're directly hitting that path to activate the rear delt only. Yeah, so trying to extend the set as long as you can, getting quality reps. So you can only do so much at like, say 30 pounds. What you do is then drop the weight and keep those quality reps going. But it's all about just, like I said, keeping it in the shoulder head, knowing what you're training there, and then just going until you can with perfect form.
Yeah, and like where did she get it? I was hella worried about it. She gave us the paper of like 4 right now. Really? Yeah. It was like 20 questions section. Like 19, 15, 14. I got a 7 out of 80. Oh shit.
Burners.
Is it mine?
Solely for wrist support, so you know, I like to train heavy, so you know, the joints are involved. Luckily, my elbows are very strong for the most part, not to use too much on the elbow joint, but wrists do hurt. So I'm fortunate in the bodybuilding world of having small joints, meaning my ankles and my wrists are very small, so it makes my calves look bigger, I guess, and my forearms and my arms look bigger. But you need that extra support on the heavy weights. So I always use, especially these, is my favorite pair. It's the Branch Warren edition ones from Gasp. I've been using these for 3-4 years now, just for extra support. So more confidence booster too. You know, I don't want to be questioning my wrist when I'm doing heavy weights. You know, when I put these on, the confidence level is boosted. I know I'm not going to have any issues. And then go into that without any freight, and you kick some ass. Thank you, Branch Warren, power of Branch. Perfectly, especially with the big back pad high. You're in a seated in a military chair and you just drive it through and you version it in a little bit too. So mainly just in that front delt. So your aim pin. Lately I've been training by myself. So that's one exercise I don't like to do without somebody, because like to help me hand it up or get it up and then someone spot me on the military press. So I'll stick with machines on that, or on like a Smith machine. I'll still do dumbbell incline presses though. So that hits your front delt as well. So you're kind of getting a little bit of work there on that. But it's not too much strict dumbbell military core, even though it is great exercise because it also focuses on like stabilizing the core. I think a lot of people forget about that. But like you also got to, you know, especially in the off season, like where you're not training your abs as much, but you need to, you know, strengthen your low back, strengthen your core, and like, you know, obviously like squats do that. But you see the military standing military press with dumbbells, that does a lot of that as well too. Sometimes I almost feel guilty because like the chalk in this gym is so like nice and stuff. Like fuck it. I got it. Thanks, buddy. Yep. 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 Yeah, it turned redder than tomato.
You got pretty efficient where you need one top and one back off, or you do more than one back off? Or it's
Yeah, usually just 2 sets, so like a top and then either a back off or sometimes intensifier, some type of variation. I'm lately a little bit more with, you know, like I said, training with my program with Joe Bennett. What he's kind of doing with me is he's reducing as many exercises because, man, you know, knowing me in the past and especially the Gasp mentality is I'd come in, I'd do 8-9 exercises in a workout, you know? And I knew it was probably a little too much volume, but that's what he's like kind of there is just keep me conscious, slow it down a little bit. So now it's like 5 or 6 exercises per workout, and then like I'll do like maybe 3 sets. So it'll be like all out, back off 10 to 12, another back off 12 to 15. That's what we've been kind of doing lately. Today is a little bit more of just gonna do two top because I want to get to some deadlifts probably here at the end. So we're kind of setting up for that. So we're just doing a back off now after that top. So we're gonna do a little superset. So some standing side raises here on this Arsenal strength. Nice piece just for standing. No cheating, no swinging, just right through. We're gonna immediately go over, we'll grab a 45-pound plate over there. I'm gonna do some plate twists. So I love these. I really like them. So stay strict. Gonna work that front, but also it's gonna work these fibers in here. So kind of work on that separation, turn, middle, down. So strict as can be. We're not swinging, not throwing it around. Just strict on both of these, a little bit lighter on this. And just get as much blood in our muscles as we can right now and finish them up.
Then what are you drinking? Like you drinking like a carb kind of thingy?
So that's the secret concoction.
Oh,
no, it's not. It's just, so half of it's Gatorade powder, like 40 grams of Gatorade powder, then 40 grams of just cluster dextrin, so about 80 grams of carbs. Glutamine to help with recovery, then also some creatine. So that's been the magical potent drink for years. It just matters on, what the goals are, is how much carbs I actually throw in that. So right now with trying to continue to put on muscle, continue to put on weight, where I keep it very high, and then I still keep it in when I'm dieting. I just go down to like 25 grams of carbs. So you want that intra-workout, I call it, or intra-carb mix, because you want to start the initiation process of recovering the muscles that you're tearing down. So you might as well start right when you're tearing them down, because I'm tearing down all the muscles right now, and I'm also fueling them, pushing that nutrients into them to help them recover faster, so I can come back tomorrow and do it all over again on a different body part. So nutrition is actually everything when it comes to pumps. Don't get me wrong, I mean, supplementation's cool, especially with like pump products that your supplement company might do. Those are gonna help, which means it's gonna supplement what you're doing. But it's all gonna come down to, feeling the pumps in the gym is gonna come from nutrition. So water, hydration, sodium, salt, and then food, enough calories that you're creating the response. So, a lot of times I don't do any pre-workout, I don't do a pump product or anything, and I'll still get skin splitting pumps because my nutrition's on point. You gotta be feeding the body, like I said, and keeping the sodium high, so consistent anyway, and hydration high. So those factors, if you have enough food, enough sodium, enough water, it's gonna create a response. Especially after your first or second exercise of the day, first or second sets of the day, you should be feeling that blood going in there, expanding, and feeling that pump. If you're not feeling the pump, then one of those three things, those factors are missing. It's not your pre-workout. It's something that has to do with your nutrition. So remember that. Nutrition is the number one key to pumps, and anything else you want to do on top of that is just supplementing that. So today will be, full back day was kind of hitting everything part of the back. So you're hitting upper, mid, lower lats, width, density. Today will be what I need more of. So that's gonna be like more low lats. So starting here, we're gonna do a single arm, focus on finishing low, on isolateral holds, and just really focusing on the areas we need to bring up. And then I also need more thickness, so we'll probably do some rack pulls after this as well. So with yesterday being a rest day, I like to come in and do racks today, just because the body's a little bit rested yesterday. Instead of like if I hit legs yesterday, it'd be really hard to do rack pulls today or deadlifts today. So that's why I set it up this way. So that secondary day is after a rest day, and you can hit those areas that you really need to hit it hard again, but you have enough rest to do so. again, I'm focused on I want to bring up my lower lats more. So today is focused on 2 movements that I need to work on the most. So I'm picking this Atlantis row. We just got this and it's been a great piece. But how you need to set it up. So you can use this machine in different ways. You can even hit upper back with this if you want, more mid, whatever. It's body positioning. So I'm turning myself, I'm leaning to one side a lot. So I'm isolating that one lat, so it's unilateral, one arm. The main focus here and the thing you gotta think about is we're working that lower lat muscle, so down here. And you're not gonna be able to work it by pulling up or high or using your trap. So what we're thinking here is we're relaxing our trap, setting it down, and all we're doing is just pulling the elbow back low and squeezing down. Because the fibers of your lat run over here, and you wanna pull against them down, through. So think elbow drive low, down and through. If you wanna work upper back, we're pulling high, upper, mid back's gonna be more mid, lower is gonna be low. So the elbow drive is gonna be very important here. And then also not letting anything else take over, like your traps, your rear delts, anything like that. We just wanna feel the brute force into our lower lats there, and then keep it there. Keep the tension there, and then keep working. Perfect. Rack pulls, so finishing the back and shoulder specific day with some rack pulls. So another thing I wanted to bring up is more density in the back, which everybody needs. So do the hard shit last. We're gonna do rack pulls. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about rack pulls, what I think about them, because I think a lot of people are doing them wrong, technically maybe. But I'm gonna give you ideas of how to make them more efficient. So the reason I'm not doing just deadlifts is because I just had a leg day and hit hamstrings pretty hard 2 days ago. So I don't need as much posterior chain in regards to the lower half. So I don't need as much hamstring work, as much glute work. I want to focus more on the density of the back. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna take the bar off the ground a little bit. So that's when we're using the rack. We're gonna lift it up. If you can see here, it's probably, this is what I wanna talk about. It's probably mid shin height. I think this is probably good, if not a little bit lower. I don't want to see it up to your knee though. I see people are pulling like above their knee. All you're doing is just this motion right here. You're kind of just shrugging it up. You still want to get the pulling motion where you're coming over it. You know, your lats are flexed. You're tucking your elbows, so I'm tucking my elbows in, so my lats are activated and pulling through and squeezing through the back. You still need that range of motion. All I'm doing is I'm eliminating this bottom probably 10 inches, 10 to 12 inches, just so I don't have to do a leg drive out of the bottom. Because one thing with me is I'm not as flexible right now, especially, so that bottom portion when I am doing deadlifts, a lot of it's just kind of squatting it out of the hole to start, and then I pull it into my back. I'm eliminating that process, so I'm gonna go as low as I can without having to really squat down and lift it up. So now I can bend over, I got it loaded in my back, and then I can focus on pulling with my back first. So I'm actually pulling out of my back and bringing the hips through instead of squatting it up and then pulling. So this is just a good setup. Like I said, put the bar about 10 to 12 inches high, so you're still getting enough range of motion when you're actually pulling it through. But you're eliminating the bottom portion of that's gonna be more mainly hamstrings. And then this is just, like I said, back focused pulls and then run into the ground.